So I'm always torn how much background to give because the older subscribers keep telling me just get to the thing, don't do any context to it. But some new people might be like, I don't understand, I don't get it, so I'll be real quick. But basically, Aaron is a big YouTuber and he's covered Scientology for several years. Most of his content is garbage, but he does a good video here and there. But warning, grifter with a capital G, and this is where it's going to get really hilarious real quick. Apparently bully with a capital B. And obviously when you combine those two, you're going to be a hypocrite too. And again, I am not spilling any private info or privileged info, but it's also kind of well known that Aaron's a bit of a homophobic racist. That was the hardcore, what, super racist? Hmm, like David Duke? No, but it's fair to say he's not really pro diversity. He even put out a large video proclaiming his victimization as a white Democrat, and he had to walk away from the Democrats because they were so racist. And as a white man with money, I just feel very victimized. Right. The real truth is basically Aaron got caught up in a ton of scandals last couple of years, and he's trying to rebuild his image. But don't believe me, you can Google this in 3 seconds. He's just had a lot of run-ins with the law, a lot of fights with ex-friends, and the scandals continue. So as a part of his rehabilitation rebranding project is he's hooking onto this issue, which is a real issue that the Church of Scientology, which is based where he lives locally in Clearwater, is trying to take over a street. And frankly, the deal basically is done because as Aaron tries to explain in his new video, it's pretty much impossible to see what is going to happen. So he's trying to pump up this guy Brooks, another YouTuber. Uh, it's going to get really weird with that guy. I'm only going to do the short version because I like, who is this guy? And looking at his background, it's like it's not going to add up. So Aaron is pumping up Brooks, and Brooks has a simple solution. One, give him $50,000. Okay, that's not going to happen. Okay, they're going to use the 50,000 to propose against Scientology to, I guess, the city of Clearwater. We have our own plan, right? Because the church is buying a street. So then we spend the 50,000 just to do a proposal. Okay, we're using the royal we because I'm not going to give any money here. Okay, so we waste 50,000 just to do a proposal, and then comes, wait for it, 2 million to pay for the actual street. Okay, well, many questions. Who is buying this? Right? Who is going to buy this? If it's not the Church of Scientology, what corporation, what nonprofit, who is doing this? And the framing of this thing was so hilarious, given the audience Aaron has cultivated. Because, wait for it, it's black. Now, again, I want to be very careful. Not black, I'm Hispanic. If racial minorities want to celebrate their history, that's fine. It's just the absurdity of making this a black issue. But some black people are like, we actually have a big history with that street in Clearwater, Florida. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But you got to be brutally honest. Nobody cares. In fact, most black people really don't care. I'm like, I never heard of this. And I've taken courses on black history. I've never heard of this. Never heard of this community. So it's like, good or bad, I'll just, yeah, this is a bigger issue of like local history that's getting pulverized in America. But yeah, I don't think many black people are like, oh, we gotta save Clearwater history. But anyway, so Brooks is trying to make it a black issue. So who is Brooks? Well, being the caring white man he is, I'm just joking. Apparently, he's a YouTube influencer like Aaron. And to be fair, he doesn't seem to have as many scandals, but his thing is basically just being an influencer, doing anti-bullying, and selling himself off as a speaker. And his YouTube channel has like 40,000 subscribers. So he's way bigger than me, but his videos get barely any traction. So you can kind of see his dilemma. He's stuck. So obviously he's just hooking onto this issue saying, guys, I'm saving children's anti-bullying agains. Me, Brooks. Come on, let's do it. Let's save the black people. This guy has no history with pro-black activism, so it's like this just seems silly and stupid. Also, apparently he's a bit of a fundamentalist. Now, I want to do more fact checking. I want to be careful to label people, but fundamentalists are notorious for being homophobic and yes, racist. To be fair, it could be he's not racist, but he just is anti-gay. And there we are. Also, his brand is bullying bad. But Aaron's brand is bullying people all the time. He bullies Scientologists. He bullies ex-Scientologists. He bullies friends. He bullies his family. So at this point, the bully and anti-bully are going to team up. And again, let's be honest. It could be just Brooks is wildly racist. He could be wildly homophobic. Or it's just play acting. It's like he doesn't care about fundamentals. He doesn't care about Scientology. It's just an issue to sell books. That's it. It's just a con job. It's fine. If you want to buy into the con job, so be it. But at this point, it's like we give Brooks the money. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, obviously, the way to do this is just vote out the criminals who are helping Scientology. Just do it that way. It's just cheaper. But listen, even locally, Aaron just isn't telling the truth. He's not very popular, and people are aware of Scientology. They don't seem to like it, but they're not going to do anything necessary to get rid of it either. They're just kind of like, yeah, I guess it's here. Yeah, corrupt fascist cult, I guess. Their main concern is tourism. So I just have a lot of problems with this. The way this movement is being focused, it's like, guys, our downtown is going to suffer. Go on, let's think about the downtown business. Who cares? It's like, and let's think about Black history. Black history is important. Aaron doesn't care. You can see for yourself his Clearwater crew. I can't spot a single black person. How long have they been out there? For a whole year? It's not black people. So even the local black residents don't seem to really care. They're not aware of Aaron? I don't know. And Brooks, not exactly pro super black man either. So it's like we're just it's this emptiness on emptiness on emptiness. But again, it's like, okay, you got to do what you got to do. This is all just silliness to me. But I found it even funny that Aaron's own audience doesn't like this. One of the comments is like, "Oh, you're doing race baiting. I'm out. I will not allow that in the Church of Uranus." And you're like, yeah. So even his very conservative audience is like, oh, listen, they're just pretending. It's just pretending. Brooks doesn't care about it, and neither does Aaron. There's no like, oh God, we're saving the black people. Clearwater Black Lives Matter. No, they don't care. But even his audience isn't getting the propaganda. It's like, no. Aaron is pretending. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's just pretending for the camera. It's like, oh, he said black. I'm getting angry now. I'm getting angry. I'm so angry. I'm leaving. Okay, well, there you go. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's notorious if you go in trying to figure out Aaron's politics. It's clearly, yeah, he's pro MAGA. He's not a liberal. What his real politics are, I don't even know. I mean, it just seems he ran as a Democrat. He got caught up in a lot of scandals. Oh, and by the way, people go, "I was say that I want receipts." He was caught with the police with a body camera. Even the local newspapers reported this. And by the way, the local newspapers tried to make it less worse than it seems. He had two incidents, two bar incidents, but one of them was caught on camera. You can Google this yourself in 3 seconds. It's not like, go. It's in the public record. It's right there. It's him. He got caught red-handed. So he, well, destroyed himself politically locally. So you could, yeah, wonder like, hey, why doesn't Aaron run for mayor? Why don't we just make Aaron the mayor? Because a lot of local people are like, yeah, we don't like the church, but this guy's a thief and a liar and a moron. That's another thing, is like he's not even qualified. I mean, this guy doesn't work a normal job. Maybe do some good archival research, try to beat the church legally. Like, you could do that. Have a real serious challenge. Like, no. He's like, I am going to complain about the council. Well, what were you doing, Aaron? Why don't you do this before? I was busy eating pizza, beer with Dennis. I care now. I was caring about my weight loss. Now I care. It's too late. Give Brooks 50,000, then give him 2 million. Is this even going to happen? Seriously, is this even realistic? And who is going to own the street then? Who? Brooks the black man? I don't know. But there we go. That's the Church of Iran. Is I care now for the black people. The last 5 seconds. Give Brooks money now. I tell you. No, Aaron.